Okay, so what am I doing again? I am going to put the battery back on the blue car, blue bug. There's my bracket right there. This car, because it's hate to say it, but it's like a weekend warrior kind of car. You know, he doesn't really drive it as much. He drives his GTI most of the time. It's been sitting for such a long time. That's a brand new battery, brand spanking new. See, that is June 5th, 19. So it's just it's what, like a year and 3 months old, something like that. And it's been basically self-discharging. It's because he never runs it. I have a battery tender thing that you can plug it into, and it'll trickle charge it. But those things don't work, especially if the battery's like brand spanking new, and if the battery hasn't been formed yet. And you know, a lot of battery companies will never ever fully form a battery. Never fully form a battery. They only give it enough just to get it out the door. Trust me, I used to work there. Okay. I used to work there. I know how things work. Anyways, so that battery wasn't fully formed, so it was self-discharging. This is 1,000 cranking amps because he's got two audio amplifiers, so 1,000 cranking amps. So what I had to do is basically run it on my bug on this side, and basically charge it up, man. And I could tell on my gauge, my voltage gauge, instead of going to 14, it would go to 13. It's just stayed there for, oh God, maybe a month and a half. And it slowly, within that month and a half, started creeping to 14 on my gauge. So right now it's at exactly 14 volts. So I know it's fully formed now, this thing. So I'm gonna put it back, and it should be able to stay with no power for, oh God, 6-7 months without having to worry about it going dead. So we're going to go ahead and put it back. Except this is heavy. Oh boy. Oh my God. 1,000 cranking amps? Yeah, that's heavy, dude. There we go. I'm trying to make sure that it catches on the what you call it. No, it's not. On the little lip on the bottom, so that it locks the battery. For that, I'm gonna need two hands, unfortunately. So I'm gonna have to pause. Okay, nut is on. So I'm gonna go ahead and tighten these things, and that should be enough. Right there. And this one. And look at that. It's got a nice green ball now. It used to be black, so it cleaned up really nicely. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and tighten that thing and the terminals, and that should be it. Alright, so I got that all tightened up. Yeah, hope you like my little little stick there that I'm using. It's a 2x4 to keep that seat up. Gotta do what you gotta do. So I don't expect this thing to start up because it's been so long. Carburetor's probably dry, so because it uses a mechanical pump, so I'm gonna be pumping and pumping and pumping until it starts. Yeah, let's see what happens. I don't think it has any gas. I don't even know why I'm pumping it. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. There you go. I mean, she sounds so good. She's a bone stalker 1600. single port, bone stock. She sounds so good. Ah, stereo turned on. Yeah, this is this bug. See, this one has seat belts, 3-point. Those are factory. That mounting point right there is factory. And anyways, so they just plug into, you know, it's a 4-seater person. There you go. Anyways, yeah, it's the way it goes. I did that because I knew my son was going to be joyriding with friends. I just figured I better get more seatbelts, you know. So I did brand new 3-points right there. The original ones, they suck. So I replaced it with new modern ones, and I went ahead and got another set for the back. And yeah, that's the way I did it. And now to this car again. Yeah, we're pretty much at it again. I'm actually went ahead and removed the tops again. I'm going to change the fuel bowl level again. I'm still popping on that carburetor, and this one pops every once in a blue moon. If you remember, if you've seen my videos, you'll know that that one, which was reading the highest amount of fuel on the fuel bowl, never ever popped. Ever. Like ever. And it still pops once in a blue moon. But this one continues to pop. And it's just really irritating. Especially when the car is really cold. That one just pops and pops and pops and pops, and I just can't get rid of it. So I'm going to go ahead and change my fuel bowl settings again. So let's see what we're going to do. Okay, here we are on my workbench again. We're going to change those settings again. So if you remember, last time I did this, and I said this is where I seem to make the maximum power, which means I'm probably going to have to readjust my jets. Doggone it. But that's okay. So we're going to go actually lower than 4. Yeah. So we were running at 4, and we went up to 425, and she started to pop again. So either I'm going to run at 375 or 4. But since I already ran 4, I'm going to run 375 on this. When I mean 375 millimeters, is 3.75 millimeters between the paper and the very bottom edge of the float. So, like right there. So we're going to do on both of them the exact same thing. Okay, so I went ahead and changed them. Now, look at that. I went basically half the height of this, half of it to the very bottom edge of that, which happens to be 3. Yeah, I know, 3. The thing is that this is the one that was never popping, like never popped, never gave me any problems. So, and that one, as I recall, was like 2.93, something like that, like 2.93 millimeters in height. But I'm actually gonna go with 3. So, you know, it's gonna be very close to where that one was, which never ever popped. So now both of them are exactly the same. See, the thing is that there is no information on what the measurement should be right here with the weight on them right here. There is no information whatsoever anywhere. So this is, you know, uncharted territory. So that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to get rid of my, this is the one that's popping. Like I said, this is the one that wasn't popping. But it was running like at that level from the paper to the bottom edge. And this one was actually running this right here. See, so there was a huge difference. This one was like way up here, and that one was like that. Like, really low. Okay. So I'm just going to put it back the way it was, kind of, sort of, you know, a little bit higher, just by a hair. And this one mimicking that one. So let's just go see what happens. I'm going to go put it back together. Hopefully it should. It's going to run richer. I know it's going to run richer. Okay. So I might have to adjust my main. Idle, it'll just be the, it's the enrichment screw. And yeah. Anyways, but idle should be the same. Let's go put them on. Okay, that's the first one. So I'm gonna go ahead and put everything together, and we'll go out for a pull, see what happens. Okay, I got it all back together again. I'm gonna go ahead and start it all up. This is the one that's popping, so that's why I got the camera on this side. See, when it's cold, it always goes pop, pop, and then it just kind of goes away. Like every second it passes, it goes away, but it always does it when it's cold. Let's see what happens. Zero pops. Would you look at that? No pop at all. It should have popped. It didn't pop. Okay, so the setting is 3 millimeters on your fuel bowl from the paper to the bottom of the float. Period. I am so happy. All right, let's go for a ride. All right, so it appears like it actually got smoother, like the low idle, like I can drop down to like 1200 RPMs in second gear, and I'll give it gas, and it's very, very smooth, very smooth. That is weird. Okay, so these IDFs are even getting better now. I'll be down. Okay, going for a pull. That's what I thought. She's running rich. She's running like a pig. I'm gonna have to downsize on my mains. My mains are running too rich. So that I can do that real quick. Anyways, never ever give up. That is pretty much it, muchachos. Now you know, this is the absolute last one on IDFs. Fuel bowl setting, 3 millimeters. From the paper to the bottom of the fuel bowl. 3 millimeters, okay? Okie dokie. Adios muchachos, adios muchachas. Don't you just hate it when you misspeak? 3 millimeters. From the bottom of the paper to the bottom of the float. The float! Alright. No more IDF videos. I'm done.